morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our 8th grade promotional ceremony this morning. Before we get started, I want to make sure that I get a quick picture. So if everyone could smile for me real quick. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Welcome to our 8th grade promotional ceremony. We're so excited to have students and your families here to celebrate this achievement that you have. When we start today, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I want to invite 2 students up who are going to lead us in the pledge, and that is Adam Nickel and Connor McCarthy. Adam and Connor, you can come on up.
Everyone, please stand. You start now? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, gentlemen, for leading us in the pledge. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 8th grade promotional and farewell ceremony. Thank you to all of our guests, parents, and most importantly, our 8th grade students for joining us in celebration this morning. Students, today marks a significant milestone in your lives, one that represents the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. As your principal, I have had the privilege of watching you transform from curious and eager young 6th graders into confident and accomplished individuals ready to take on the challenges of high school and beyond. I hope that your journey in middle school has been filled with many memories, experiences, and lessons. As every adult in this gymnasium knows, middle school is no easy feat, and I'm sure none of us want to repeat it. Throughout your middle school years, you have faced academic challenges, navigated friendships, explored new interests, and discovered more about who you are and what you are capable of achieving. While many of these experiences can be difficult, there are lessons embedded in each which will help you build resiliency, perspective, and empathy that will serve you well in the future. As you transition to high school, remember the lessons you have learned here at Arbutus Middle School. Stay curious, be kind, and strive for excellence. High school will bring a set of new challenges and opportunities, but I have no doubt that all of you will continue to evolve, thrive, and achieve great things. Students, as you celebrate this milestone today, please take some time to reflect on all of those people who supported you throughout your middle school experience. Parents and family, your unwavering support and encouragement have been the foundation of your child's success. Thank you for entrusting us with their education and partnering with us to guide them through these formative years of middle school. Teachers, your dedication, passion, and commitment have been instrumental in shaping our students. You have engaged them, inspired them, believed in them, and equipped them with the many tools that they will need to be successful in both academics and society. Thank you for your hard work and your positive impact that you have made on all of our 8th grade students throughout their time here in middle school. Students, congratulations to all of you. Today, celebrate your achievements, cherish the memories, and look forward to the future with excitement. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to all of you. At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker for the day, Mr. Maxwell King. The floor is yours, Mr. King.
Today, we made the big step from middle school to high school. Most of us are ready for summer, and we do not want to hear anything about education. However, there's learning here, there's learning everywhere. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maxwell King. I'm 13 years old, my favorite color is purple, and I love to run. I have 3 brothers. I'm the second oldest. Our family moved to Catonsville almost 3 years ago, and we love it here. You do not know me, but by the end of this speech, I hope you learn something from me. One of the reasons I'm giving this speech is because I made a petition to help persuade the 8th grade teachers to let me give this speech. Apparently, people want me to give this speech because I got 215 signatures. So shout out to you if you signed my petition. You are the reason I am here. Today, I plan to tell 3 stories, one of a fish, one of a snake, and one of a tick. All of them have one thing in common: a not as smart, not as handsome, younger me. As a child, I wanted a pet for so long, but my parents always said, no. We already have our hands full with 4 smelly creatures who don't clean up after themselves. We don't need another. But even then, I persisted. Then after 11 long years, my parents cracked. They got me a blue betta fish. I love this fish. I named him Bubba Booey. 2 months after I got him, I wanted to decorate his fishbowl. So I dropped some coins in his fishbowl, the kinds of coins they give out at parades. He died soon after because of the metallic coating that was on the coin. Maybe if he were a Sigma fish, he would have survived. I learned 2 lessons from that incident. The first, to never put coins in a fishbowl, and the second, to think before I act. If I had taken a second before putting the coins in the fishbowl, maybe Bubba Booey would still be with us today. There is learning here. Going further back in time to recess, to 3rd grade at recess. I'd taken a break from playing soccer and sat down with my back against the tree. Next to me, there were a couple of holes near the roots of the tree, about the circumference of a circle. So I did what any reasonable 3rd grader would do and stuck my fingers in the holes. Almost immediately after I put my finger in, I felt a prick on my finger. I pulled it out and I was bleeding at 2 points. Then, using my extremely knowledgeable Cub Scout brain, I hypothesized that I had been bitten by a snake. Next, I screamed, "Ah! I was bit by a snake!" Naturally, half the school came over to look at the snake bite. One of the playground monitors came over and took me to the nurse's office. She looked at the bite and bandaged it up. I was still crying and said that it hurt. In hindsight, I was probably just imagining the pain. But then it was very real for me. So they called poison control because the snake could have been a venomous snake, and we wanted to be safe. Schools in Maryland have a policy that if an emergency vehicle is called, they must put the whole school on code blue, where everyone stays in their classroom no matter what. Poison control came and they declared I was okay. 2 things came from that incident. 1, I learned to be careful in nature. 2, I can now say I have successfully put a school into lockdown. There is learning here. This next story is my favorite story. In fact, I like to refer to it as my villain arc. It was spring of 1st grade. I was playing in the woods at my brother's soccer practice, and without realizing it, my life changed. A tick bit me. That tick gave me Lyme disease, which resulted in Bell's palsy. Yep, I was lucky enough to get a 2-for-1 from that little tick. Out of nowhere, I woke to agony in my throat. It felt like a hot knife stabbing into my throat. My parents rushed me to the ER, and the doctors discovered that the left side of my face was paralyzed. They also gave me an eye patch for when I went to bed because my left eye was stuck open. I called myself Captain Max, my bed was my boat, and my younger siblings were my crew. But they gave me treatment, and as you can see, I am fully healed. My physical life was bad, so was my social life. As soon as the 1st grade boys heard I had caught a disease, they all ran away from me, thinking they could catch it. No matter how much the teachers explained I was not contagious, they still ran away from me and would not play soccer with me. I remember going into the bathroom at recess and crying in the mirror, but when I looked at myself, I was only crying out of one eye because the other side of my face was paralyzed. I learned one major lesson from that experience. The most important and valuable thing I have learned in my life so far is to not care about what others think of you. All your life, you will be judged by other people. Don't let that affect you. If you worry about what others think of you, you will never be happy. Instead, you will constantly be trying to keep up with people's expectations. You should always do your best and not let other people's judgment bring you down. There is learning here. Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn." You might forget what I have said today, but I hope you learned something. Next time something bad happens to you, don't look at it as something negative. Look at it as a lesson. See what you can learn from it and how you can change yourself to make yourself better. There is learning here. Whenever I got into trouble or make a mistake, my mom always says, "There is learning here." In each of my stories, there was learning there. We have been learning since we were born, and we will continue to learn during high school, then for the rest of our lives. No matter what happens, keep your mind open, and remember, there is learning here. Fellow Eagles, I look forward to learning with you in high school, in life, and beyond.
Thank you, Maxwell, for those inspiring words. Up next, I'm going to introduce some speakers that we have from the National Junior Honor Societies. So Zane Khan and Olive Auslander, if you can come on up.
Hello, parents, guests, teachers, and fellow 8th graders. My name is Zane.
And my name is Olive.
Before we get started, we would like to welcome all the parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and everyone else who took the time out of their day to be here. We would also like to thank all the staff members who set everything up today and made this possible, and a special thank you to all the teachers who have put up with us for the past 3 years.
This morning, we would like to reflect on the challenges that made us who we are today, the ones that have transformed our lives. Let me begin with 6th grade when we were young eaglets. We needed help finding classes, couldn't figure out how to open our lockers, and had to wear masks every day. We were thrown into the world of middle school. Every gust of wind was huge, and it felt like we could barely fly.
In spite of all these challenges, we made it through 6th grade. But then a tornado came in, and this tornado was called 7th grade. We were more confident, though, because we knew what it meant to be an eagle, and we had learned how to fly. The wind didn't throw us around as much, and by the end of 7th grade, we flew higher. Every gust of wind seemed smaller and had less impact.
When 8th grade started, the wind was more like a breeze. We knew what to expect and could fly through any wind, no matter how wild. From MCAP tests and end-of-unit exams, we flew through it all, becoming the head of the flock. We may have had a turbulent start, but we have finished off the year soaring through the sky. We had our DC field trip and our 8th grade formal, and the world finally seems back to how it was, just in time for our 8th grade year and graduation. Nobody here knows where high school will take us, but as we move into this next stage of our lives, we will always remember the memories we made here at Arbutus.
In a couple of days, our flock will be separating. Some of us will be going to Catonsville, some of us to Lansdowne, some of us to Western, and others somewhere else. We'll face new experiences and challenges, both good and bad, which will help shape who we become. So what have we learned in middle school that we can take with us into high school?
We have learned many things here at Arbutus Middle School, from fractions to trigonometry and the Roman Empire to the Civil War. Some of us experienced the challenge of schoolwork and getting perfect grades. In my experience, I felt that anything less than an A was a failure. By the end of middle school, I learned that grades are important, but they don't define who you are. I learned that the relationships built and the friendships made were the most helpful navigating the challenges we faced.
So now that we are about to end our 8th grade year and enter the world of high school and new challenges, we can remember that because of our friends, families, and teachers, we will be ready and will fly through any weather thrown at us.
With all this being said, it has been an honor to speak in front of all of you today and be with you during graduation. Continue to have fun and do your best work in not just high school, but for the rest of your lives.
We will always be part of this Arbutus community, no matter where we fly from here. Thank you for letting us speak here today, and if there's one thing for you to take away from this speech, remember to keep flying and show your eagle pride.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olive and Zane. We appreciate your words. At this time, students, we're going to begin the certificate portion of the ceremony. So I'm going to ask that you, no? Yes. I'm going to ask that you stand up, and you will exit one at a time by class so that you can line up for your certificates. Families and students who are going to be seated after the certificates, we do ask that certificates will be handed out by class. So if you could just hold your applause until the end of the class so that we can hear all student names, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Can we hear me now? Okay, perfect. Hi, I'll be reading for Mrs. Donovan's homeroom, Lily Cartwright, Michaela Hutcherson, Robert Mariner Jr., and from Mrs. Jaffe's homeroom, Jason Holcomb, Julia Marsiglia, and Mohammed Mustafa.
Good morning. I'm Miss Bullock, and I'm here to announce my homeroom. Alamapo Afesajaye, James Bednarzik, Jillian Broadhurst, Farzana Enamullah, Trinity Gagan, Anam Gul, Camilla Harley, Semyon Mo, Logan Hoyes, Penelope Johnson, Kyan King, Maxwell King, Delaney Kaleric, Enya Kamoji Lester, Kayla Mahope, Connor McCarthy, Nathan Meyerly Smith, Bradley Moore, Niang Nem, Adam Nickel Jr., Arif Watara, Charlotte Peacock, Jeremiah Phelps, Ava Sharp, Liam Vallon, Kyra Vasquez, Jordan Weitzel, Josephine Yard, Emnet Johannes. Can we get a round of applause for my homeroom?
Danmark Abellanosa. Aiden Beaver. Kamaya Boyd. Liberty Brown. Ethan Bruce. Robert Burnett. Sarah Corbett. David Slonka. Chelsea Doyle. Megan Farrow. Matthew Foster. Michelle Gossett. Ruth Tin. Fadi Camille. Lucas Kolb. Isaac Lipsy. Rebecca Mon. Kaylee McLaughlin. Elliot Mox. Aiden Mullinox. Jacob Nida. Elizabeth Nuam. Carter Ruggieri. Regipsa Setiava. Dexter Sheelander. Josue Tario. Lillian Volpe. Jaslyn Ward. San San Win. Can we please get a round of applause for Miss Giuliano's homeroom?
Hassan Ali. Valerie Armentrout. Owen Armstrong. John Chow. Kelsey Collins. Ari Dillon. Robert Gibbons. Lily Glover. Lillian Gore. Alden Greer. Finnegan Helt. Theodore Herbert. Jada Hurt. Benjamin Kang. Zane Khan. Alice Niesel. Andrew Leisure. David Onward. Rylan Pan. Madison Roberts. Seaside Signs. Laura Tong. Jamie Sang. Can we please congratulate Mr. Murray's homeroom?
Yishal Ansari. Kamari Austin. Rebecca Bewley. Gabrielle Brown. Warren Brown. Aiden Butler. Daly Charnley. Josiah Douglas. Ava Hickey. John Lane. Genesis Mata Rosales. On May. Cameron Miskamon. Anthony Romero Mata. Brendan Ruark. Natalie Spizek. Amari Turner. Phoenix Turner. Alexandra Maria Yakovleva. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Ross' class.
And this is Miss Stuchel's class. Bonaventure Adams. Sorry, sticking together. Thicker Adane. Enoch Aguro. Cherry Oy. Ryan Evans. Reese Floyd. Julia Folderauer. Jake Gordon. Anastasia Hekas. Mary Tassau. Eden Kumoshi Lester. Melody Lynn. Ava McKnight. Sarah Mejia. Sean Marath. Sing Wong. Mo U. Charles Peacock Jr. Ava Rabucci. Queenie Michelle Sampson. Skylar Sands. Angelique Sanasaka. Tristan Titcomb. Nora Vallon. Xavier Vaughn. Tristan Watkins. Chase Wildner. Congratulations. Give them a round of applause.
All right. Mrs. York's homeroom. If I Sorry. Alyssa Bennett. Van Sue. Brandon Dunnigan. Micah Evans. Santiago Fernandez Garay. Mackenzie Getz. Antoinette Johnson. Fatima Karoma. Samuel Kung. Jennifer Laria. Roger Mangles. Raven Oliver. Zaid Rana.
Isabella Weatherall Sutton. Congratulations.
All right, if we can get one more round of applause for our now ninth graders. All right. And up next to finish off our ceremony today is a farewell message from your great administrator, Miss Parker, who has a few words for you.
Okay. Good afternoon, students, parents, and families. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the promotion ceremony of Arbutus Middle School's 8th grade class. It has been an honor and privilege to serve as your assistant principal for the past 3 years. Watching you grow from enthusiastic 6th graders into the remarkable young adults you are today has been one of my most rewarding experiences of my career. I still vividly remember your faces. I still vividly remember your smiling faces when you first walked into the doors of AMS. Those nervous yet excited expressions as you embarked on your middle school journey are etched in my memory. Over the years, I have seen those faces change, not just physically, but in a way that reflects your growth and maturity. Parents, thank you for entrusting your children to us. Your support and dedication have been vital in our, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting nervous. Your support and dedication has been vital to our success. You deserve a round of applause for the incredible job that you have done. As you prepare to leave AMS and take the next steps in your educational journey, I want to leave you with a few pieces of advice, like pearls of wisdom that I have shared with other 8th graders who have graduated. 1, believe in yourself. Confidence is key. Trust your abilities and know you are able and capable of achieving great things. 2, set high expectations. Aim high and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Settling for less is not good. Make the best of your educational experience. High school will present new opportunities and challenges. Embrace them with an open mind and a positive attitude. 4, be confident, not jealous. True confidence comes from within and leaves no room for jealousy. Celebrate your peers' success as much as your own. And 5, work hard for your dreams. Remember that nothing worthwhile comes easy. Put in the effort, stay determined, and make things happen for yourself. Students, it has been a pleasure being your assistant principal for the past 3 years, and I wish you a very good farewell. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we are going, parents, if you could let the students walk out. Students, you're going to walk out one line at a time, one row at a time. And then parents, you can walk out after that and meet the students outside. One more thing. If you have not already done so, if you plan to take your child with you, please sign them out on the green papers outside, on the green forms outside. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.